Let's start the game P.O.W. Prisoners of War. I love the introduction there. And there's a little bit of cutscene, but if we wait a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and start the game here. I'm doing this in response to another review of one of my subscribers, because it's really not that bad of a game, but it does take some practice to get used to things like the control and such. The overall difficulty. Overall difficulty is pretty high. It has a steep learning curve, but after a while you can get pretty good at it. You do have some moves available, including a punch, a longer range but slower kick, the back punch of course, and the standard jump kick. Let's go into this hut and get an item here. And you just gotta watch the enemies' patterns here. When they start speeding up is usually when they will try their attacks, but sometimes it is pretty sudden, and I can't blame them. And pardon me for being upset about the sudden attacks they do sometimes. Let's see if I can get this machine gun here. And of course you can do a few moves, including the butt, the regular jump kick, and shooting a gun. We're going to try to conserve ammo if we can for the later part of the stage here. But let's go ahead and talk about the basics here. The graphics, very good for an NES game. The sound is spectacular, what you expect as far as the background music. The sound effects, well, they're in NES. I have a few complaints about a few of them, but overall it does sound like a good rendition. I have to pardon me, I have been fighting off a cold here. Whack, whack, whack. Gotta watch out for those commandos there. They like to do flips, rolls, and etc. to try to confuse you. And occasionally throw knives. But I'm not falling for any of that today. I'm assuming A means armor. I haven't played this in a long time. I played it a little bit to get used to the controls again, just to know what I'm up against. Now these green guys tend to have the lowest hits. You can usually dispose of them in 1 or 2 attacks, but they do pack a punch if you're not careful. Grenades, instant kill of course. Now the problem just comes in some of the realism. Knives, if they're thrown, do a tremendous amount of damage. And of course grenades and machine guns instantly kill you. Basically the objective is to get out of P.O.W. camp, and through the later stages you'll actually go on the offensive and invade some enemy bases. I find the game overall fun, quite fun. Maybe not the best, maybe not as fun as Double Dragon would be, with more moves available to you. And let's go forward more. And the thing is with these enemies is you've got to time your attacks to be in succession. Then when you're about to defeat them, they fly off a little bit, but not that much. It means they're about to go in one hit. And once you get them down, time it just right, and your enemy's off the screen. But this main now that's what the armor does. It reflects those knives there. Maybe A means a bulletproof vest. But I'm not going to test that out. And if you time, of course, it's all about timing. You just got to do it just right, just as they're doing their attack. And of course, this guy's not going to give me a machine gun, since I already have one. If you have a knife in your hand, sometimes they do that. They just run off. The AI is not the best, of course, being an NES game. But the enemies, they will surprise you occasionally with that jump kick and such. Well, the one weird thing about the jump kick these enemies do, it takes off a full bar of life. And sometimes the knife stabs only take off a half a bar. Just gotta keep moving through that part so you don't get stuck under him. And I have to watch out for his pattern there. Let's see if I can get through here without losing any life. The continues are nice as they let you go from the beginning of the last stage stage you got on there. But of course the stages are quite long, including going up and down several times. The first stage you just go up to this pier here, and we're gonna fight the boss here pretty soon after these guys. Boss of this stage, of course, is a helicopter. Now normally you'd have to get grenades from the guys that do not have knives, have to hit them before they throw their grenades, but since I saved my gun, I can just shoot the copter twice. It's defeated. Ironically, it takes 5 grenades to bring down the chopper if you have to do it the other way. And that's the end of stage 1 there. And you get the cutscene. Not too rough, but I'm gonna go ahead and pause it here and prep the next video for the next stage here.